Hello, Jeff. How are you?
Peter, I'm great. How are you today?
Oh, good. We've got a something different today for Thursday 3.
Yes.
Look where we are. We are at the lovely Harbortown Golf Links. Look at this. The subject of so many of your shots.
I wonder which ones you're talking about, my golf shots or my picture taking.
Yes.
It's certainly not my golf.
So many great shots. So I had the experience of seeing the Michael J. Fox movie Still.
Yeah.
And I was so moved by it, I said, I gotta talk to somebody about it. And I thought, who better than Vice Chairman of the Michael J. Fox Foundation, Jeff Keefer.
Well, it's an outstanding piece of work from my viewpoint.
I felt it was so authentic.
That's the word I would use. I think what you saw was the true Michael, and he didn't pull any punches. And
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by it is that it was honest, and whereas he could have hid that he was a substance abuser, he didn't. He chose to bring all of that out, and of course, in the end, he overcame it, and Tracy was a big part of that in terms of her challenge to him.
Right.
But I think the fact that authenticity should give people confidence that, that's the true story. They chose some fun things as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it made the documentary brought that alive, I thought.
It was a movie to me.
Yeah.
It was less of a documentary and more of a movie.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it as a movie.
And I think, and the clips really brought that. I love when Back to the Future came on. I was waiting for that.
I think so many of us in that generation, he was just a megastar.
Yeah. Well, I actually think some of his on-camera work that showed him when he's off or, under some kind of stress that the symptoms are going to show through. I think all of us, to one degree or another, have that happen from time to time. And so underneath what's going on. And by and large, the drugs and now my deep brain stimulation take care of it, but not all the time.
Yeah, he talked about going on set at Spin City and just the pressure. Are my drugs going to stop working?
Yeah.
And he was terrified.
And you do, after a period of time, wonder about those kinds of things. Or, is your DBS, is the current on today,
Yeah.
And so I thought that was important to me and to others probably in the Parkinson's community. I think the fact that he's doing something about it was also inspirational and also helpful, because it shows that Parkinson's is a condition that's no fun.
Right.
It doesn't mean you don't have a life, and you don't, you can,
Right.
depending upon your condition, usually give back in some way that's meaningful. And I don't mean give back, but I mean you can have a purpose in life. Well, I think that, this notion of life goes on and you can't make a contribution would be number one. And two, hopefully it will spur some people on to get involved with Parkinson's.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are other very important disease conditions that are being worked on, and I don't want to in any way indicate that this one's more important than another. They're all important. But this one is a challenge because you just don't have, we're not as far along as some of the other conditions. And
that was an incredibly inspiring story. Love to hear it. I will post a larger version of this. We'll do it just a couple minutes, and then I'll post a larger version of it on YouTube for folks, and I'll put a link down there. But Jeff, again, you do amazing work. We love it, and it's great just to check in with you outside of the gallery. But people, come down to the gallery. We've got holiday coming, and come down, buy something, and I always call it Pictures with Purpose, or Pictures for Good, right?
Thank you, Peter.